Welcome to the leadership series on Lead, Improve, Grow.
Well, hey there. If you've ever thought that being a great leader just means, having a whole bunch of people listen to your every single command, well, prepare for a major paradigm shift. Welcome to the very first explainer in our Leadership Lessons series. Today, we're diving into a foundational concept that completely flips how we traditionally look at authority and success in the workplace. We're going to challenge that old school assumption literally right out of the gate. Okay, so the core philosophy we're unpacking today is a continuous progression. It goes lead, improve, grow. And look, it's not just some catchy tagline you slap on a motivational poster. It really represents how leadership, process excellence, and your own career development are just entirely intertwined. What's absolutely fascinating here is this idea that leadership is an active, ongoing process of improvement. It's a verb, right? It's an action you take every single day to elevate your environment, not just some static, fancy title you hold on a business card.
And that brings us to a really powerful quote from Ralph Nader that absolutely anchors our entire discussion today. He said, "The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers." I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Think about your traditional boss. Sure, their door might always be open, but there's a line of 10 people waiting outside just to ask for permission to do their jobs. That's not a team, that's a legion of followers. The actual purpose of your leadership isn't just gathering a crowd or measuring your power by how many people are lined up behind you. The true function is reproduction.
So, what does this actually mean in practice? It really comes down to a stark difference: creating dependency versus developing capability. The true measure of your leadership is absolutely not how many people depend on you to make every single little decision. In fact, think about it. If your whole team completely grinds to a halt the minute you step out of the room to grab a coffee, that is not effective leadership. That's just you creating a massive bottleneck. The ultimate goal is to see how many people become truly capable because of your guidance. Developing capability means equipping others to stand on their own 2 feet and make the right calls, especially when you aren't around.
Okay, so how do we actually build that kind of capability? Well, it takes intentional, continuous action. First, you literally have to actively develop your people's skills, and you have to treat their growth as your primary project. But, skills really aren't enough without the confidence to use them independently, so you have to instill that self-assurance. And ultimately, you've got to step back and create the space, the actual opportunities for them to shine, rather than hoarding all the complex, challenging tasks for yourself. Honestly, these actions form the exact roadmap for turning followers into incredibly capable leaders.
So, when you develop people, when you build their confidence, and when you create those real opportunities, you are fully living out the lead, improve, grow mantra. It's about fundamentally changing the very DNA of your team. And hey, if these insights help shift your perspective on what true leadership actually looks like, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe as we continue to break down all these essential concepts in our Explainer series.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a direct challenge based on everything we've looked at today. Seriously, ask yourself this: are you creating followers or are you creating leaders? Look at your own team, your colleagues, or anyone you guide right now. Are they more capable today than they were yesterday, or do they just depend on you more? Really think about that. I'll see you in the next lesson.